Hi guys, in this video we will discuss about class and instance variables. See, this class has been defined. The name of the class is employee and it has got one constructor, and there is another method by the name getInfo, meaning this method will get automatically invoked when we are creating an instance, when we are creating an object, whereas this will be accessed explicitly. We will have to invoke it. We have one more thing. This. This is not defined under any method. So any variable which is not defined under any method while creating class, and if it is defined like this within the class declaration, then such variable becomes class variables. So how many class variable we have here? We have one, org. The value is ABC Corporation. Now, why we have created here? Why not inside? Look, it is assumed that all these employees which we are going to create various objects and store employee and employee ID are working in the same organization, that is ABC Corporation. So it is not going to be different for every, for all employees it is going to be common. It's not going to be different for any employee. So why not have a common variable declared like this? Correct? Which means what? When we create any object, that object will have name, name, object employee ID. That is what it is doing, right? We will pass name, we will pass employee ID, and this self name and self employee ID is nothing, but it belongs to that object. And that object will also have one additional thing, that is org. So if we write object.org, we will get ABC Corporation. So let us see how it works. So this code, let me push it down and we will bring it later. Let me put it down. Okay. Now, how we can access class variable? Simple, write class name org. It will print. Done. Printing of class variables will not necessitate creation of any object. We can access it. To be able to access object's name and employee ID, first of all, we have to create object. If object is not existing, there is a question of object's name and employee ID. So let us create one object like this. Class name is this, and constructor expects these two parameters. So what are those? Name, we will give like this, and employee ID. Let us give an employee ID like this. So object got created. Now once object got created, we will have object name and we will have object employee ID. Well, that is fine, that is expected. But it will also have org, ABC Corporation. So what is going on? It's simple. Whenever we create any object, object will get this org attribute attached to it. Every single object created will get this org attribute. So hence we are getting obj org as ABC Corporation. And what get info is doing? Nothing. Since we can write obj org outside, inside we can write self org, right? Self and obj, they are not two different things, they are same thing. If you want to see, we can see. If we see id obj, this is what it is. Inside if we'll print, okay, let me print like this here, print id self, and let me invoke that get info. Let me get that. Okay, I have to again write this. This is the ID. Now get info. Obj get info. If I write, see what is that? 184, 184. See here what I'm saying? Print ID self. And here what I said? Int ID obj. That means what is known as obj outside is known as self inside. Self is nothing but a common name. They are referring to the same object. Okay? Okay. Now, if we have to change this employee ORG's value, we can directly do that. How we can do that? Let me remove this now first. Okay. This is not needed. We have seen. So we can write employee ORG is equal to, I mean, we will write XYZ corporation. It got changed now. See, XYZ. So now invoke obj get info and just see what happens. XYZ, correct? Because it will always take information from here. So it got changed now. See, XYZ corporation. However, we can change this object's ORG attribute permanently. Look, what we will do? Obj org is equal to, I write a1 dot corp. Now, of course, we have changed, so we will get the change value. But what is that employee org now? What is employee org? XYZ. Look, XYZ. Now, if I create any object, what will happen? I will create object 1 now. This is a different object altogether. And I will create like this. And I'll say Jill. And I'll say E002. Okay. Now check what happens. However, what is obj1 org? See, what we did? We did change this, right? Employed org xyz. Earlier it was ABC. Now, Jill will have what? XYZ. And my OBJ will have what? A1. This was explicitly changed. It is getting XYZ because through this notation, we had changed class variable. So this is how it is working. Okay, so let us remove these stuff and bring in the code which has already been written, and we will discuss each and every line's output. Okay, first of all, let me remove this output which is showing. Okay, this will continue to show. That is the problem. Okay, anyway, just see employee 1, employee Jack 1001, employee 2, employee Jill 2001. So when I'm printing this, it will print what? ABC Corporation. This will what? Print ABC Corporation. Again, I'm writing that class. Forget about the earlier one. So objects got created with these values. Now organization is ABC, so it will print ABC, ABC, and employee get info, employee 2 get info. It will give me what? ABC, right? I'm writing it short. Actually, it will be full. Whatever is written there, here it will be full. Correct? Yeah. So this will get printed because of this method. It will print. Okay. So ABC Corporation, ABC Corporation, ABC Corporation Jack, and employee ID is 1001, and ABC Corporation name is Jill, and employee ID is 2001. Good. Fine. Now let us discuss about this. Class variables can be accessed using class name also. Well, yes, we have seen. We have to write class name and org. It will print that. Fine. Now, Changing org for employee 1 will not affect employee 2. See what it is doing is, now remember employee.org is ABC. I am going to explicitly change the attribute org attribute of employee 1 as XYZ corporation. So what happens now if I print here employee 1 org, since I am changing explicitly for only employee 1 as XYZ, it will become XYZ. But employee 2 will continue to hold ABC corporation. We have not done any change there. To change the org for all the instances, we can change it directly from the class. See what is happening now? We are making it A1 corporation. Look what is going to happen if I done that. See, since in this line, this is tricky. Since employee 1 org was explicitly changed as XYZ, it will print XYZ corporation. But employee 2 org, since I have changed like A1, it is going to print A1 corporation, not ABC. So let me change it. It will be A1 corporation. Why it is so? Because it is going to access, when I say employee to org or self, it is going to access whatever is there. So what is there now? It is changed to A1. So it is going to access A1. Okay, fine. And then I'm creating a new object employee 3, employee is J 3001. New instance will access the change name. Since I change the name now, employee 3 org will print what? A1. So what is the output that we are going to get? XYZ, ABC, then XYZ, A1, and again A1. That is a sequence. Okay. So let us compare. Yeah. XYZ, ABC, then XYZ, then A1 here, and new object will also be having value as A1 against org attribute. So this is how class variable is going to behave in any class of Python. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the upcoming video.